Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk and the Gospel Station Sports and Talk Facebook page. We're back with another rendition of the Bethany High School Coaches Show, this time with the golf teams here at Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Suite 610. The first time golf has come out to one of these this year. We've been looking forward to this one. Now, is it also y'all's first time coming out to Victory Mattress?
Yeah, sure. It's the first time I've been over here, so good to know we can find somewhere with some good mattresses. It looks like so.
Very good. The pillows I can highly recommend. They're a big draw. But Jeremy's giving a fist bump over there. He likes that one. There you go. But yeah, a little bit more about Victory Mattress Outlet. For Victory Mattress, call 405-510-6988. Locally owned and operated, obviously a big mattress store, but they've got prices that beat any name brand retailer out there with as much or better quality stuff, really. They're also realtors that can help you take it out, move it in, whatever you need. It's one of just the many great services that Victory Mattress offers, and we're happy that they help us and host these coaches shows. I mean, these are always a great time anytime we come out here.
Yeah, we had a really good time last time out with basketball too. So
it was, and we got an hour-long show with golf here today, a little bit of representation for both the boys and girls squad, with especially right now our two coaches. So if you would officially introduce yourself for the people watching.
I'm Coach Tommy Baird. This is my first year as the boys golf coach. So I've been at Bethany 3 years now.
And then I'm Coach Booker Blakely. I'm the coach of the girls golf team. I also coach softball in the fall, and this is year number 2 at Bethany.
Year number 1 as the boys coach. So how did you get started in this role?
It became available. I've coached football the last 2 years, gotten to know the kids over the years working at the school, and just thought it'd be a great opportunity to be a mentor and a coach and do some fun things like golf.
Fun things like golf. I like it. Which is the sport you prefer, football or golf, if you had to choose?
That's a tough question because I really enjoy coaching football as well.
Yeah, that's a good answer with all the golf kids in attendance. That's a good answer. And Coach, same question kind of over to you. How did you get started in golf?
I was planning on trying to help in any way I could this year, and I was going to try to get myself on as an assistant. And then when the opportunity opened up, and they said, if you want to help coach, and with my son, we're big into golf and a lot of things, so it's always been a favorite of mine, and just jumped at the opportunity. I was really excited to be part of it, and so far it's been everything we could hope for.
Coach Blakely, you were joking around before we started. You said you didn't think the spring semester went by fast enough, so you had to get in on this.
Yeah, it's already, I heard 25 days left of school this morning, and I can believe it because it feels like yesterday was March 1st, so definitely.
I believe that. It feels the same for us, too. But yesterday y'all were actually at a competition, so give us a little bit of an update on that. How'd it go?
So this week for us, we actually didn't have one this week yet. We'll have one tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Boys were at one yesterday. So
we're at Perkins up by Guthrie Stillwater area up there. Tough little course. The wind was definitely a factor yesterday. The boys did really well. We placed second yesterday in the tournament, and Eli Mars, there was a playoff hole for first place, and Ethan Miller, our senior, number 1 bag, he came in 4th. So as a team, we were real competitive yesterday up there in Perkins. We play tomorrow at Trosper. Dell City's a host school. We're looking forward to that. Trosper's a great course, and weather's looking good. So no crazy Oklahoma springtime wind. Definitely makes the day a lot better.
Now you say that, but that's about 24 hours from now. So
you never know.
You know how quick that can change in Oklahoma.
Well, so the one tomorrow. This is the third to last for the regular season.
Correct. For us tomorrow, we have one next week, and then we're looking at regionals starting in the last week of this month.
Where does regionals take place?
We're waiting to hear from OSSAA on that to let us know what course where we're going to fall in at regionals. They haven't selected that yet.
Gotcha. So going back throughout this season, right, how long of a golf season is it for your two squads? Like, when do you start officially?
So, you can actually start practice in December. Obviously, that's not very great golf weather most of the time. We've been fortunate to have access to an indoor facility down in Yukon, so that's helped a little bit. But for the most part, practice starts in January in some capacity. and then the season can start once March 1st hits here, and then you kind of have to kind of hit it hard and heavy because the boys get an extra week. The girls, everything starts a week earlier for us. So our regional is actually on Monday this next week. And you're hoping to be playing as long as you can, and that's usually about first week or second week of May, depending on which team you're talking about. So,
All right. Well, we're expecting you both to have a long postseason run. Okay, let me just put that out there right now. So, getting ready for the postseason, I mean, tell us a little bit about the development of your two squads from the start of the season to what you see now.
well, for us, the girls came off of a state runner-up last season in the spring. We lost 3 golfers off of that squad, and a little bit smaller team than normal. I mean, you're hopefully able to take five kids with you to each tournament, and we have 5. So one of the girls had never played until first time she picked up club was in January. So been a lot of learning for her and for everybody. And you can go back to our first tournament and then go back, kind of from week to week, day to day, and see the improvement of most of them. I think everybody has shot a personal best at some point this season. Our new girl that has never played almost shoots a better score every single time she goes out for the most part. And so, golf is hard, golf is frustrating, and so to see them have the ability to stick with it and see kind of the long-term thing throughout the season and continue to get better has been a really big, exciting thing for us especially.
Coach Bear, same question to you.
Yeah, since January when we started practicing every day, and every day the boys were out there working on a skill set. They put the time on the green and the short game. That's a real big deal in high school golf. If you could do well around the green, get up and down, you're going to put up a good score. So, and lots of range tokens. They've done their time on the range as well.
I was actually driving over here and I thought that, I wonder what they hit most, what they practice most at golf practices. The short game, I do believe it. So would you say that is by then the most difficult part of a golf course is playing it short? Or is it, setting yourself up well off the drive? Or is it just the fact that you're out there for so long? What's the most difficult part about it?
I think the most difficult part of golf is the space between your ears, honestly. You can be off a half an inch and that ball ends up being 30 yards off course. And so having the ability to maintain some composure and not get too frustrated or angry or anything like that, is the biggest thing for us. Like, we have to work on our attitude and our mindset, from hole to hole, from shot to shot even. You have to be able to get rid of that. So I think, honestly, that's our biggest thing that I've been proud of, especially for them, that they've worked on, even is understanding, golf is hard. There's going to be bad shots. How do we respond from that? So that's what my opinion on that is, for sure.
Coach Bear?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. The mental part of it, these boys and Lady Broncos, they want to compete, and they want to do really well. And if they have a bad hole in a practice round, big deal. They recover pretty quick from it. But in a tournament, it can become overwhelming sometimes. So just keeping the ball in the fairway, making smart shots, that helps with that. And they can get into a groove there in the tournaments, and they start playing well, and that's fun to see. But I would agree the mental aspect is tough. It's just competition, and they want to do really well.
All right. Blake, if you have a question, go ahead.
Not off the top of my head right now.
Okay, I've got another one, then don't worry about it. One I wanted to ask is, you have kind of that unique position of coaching multiple sports. You see a lot of different athletes in a lot of different environments. Are there any tricks, any messages you take from one sport and you can apply to the next? Thinking back to football to golf and to softball to golf.
Sure. I mean, with golf to football, with golf, nobody's trying to tackle you.
Most of the time.
Boys enjoy that, right? So it's a lot of fun. But I think my message is a lot the same. Facing adversity, when adversity comes your way, your reaction to it, your attitude towards things, your ability to solve problems and overcome, some of those obstacles that stand in your way. It's like that in every sport, and so just keeping them with the right kind of attitude and how to face that adversity every day, I would say is very similar in both sports.
Kind of going back to what I said a minute ago, softball is a game of failure. You get out 6 out of 10 times, and you might all state, because you're batting 400. And same thing with golf. You're over, anywhere from 70 to 120 shots, wherever you're taking. Like, there are going to be bad shots. There are going to be those bad moments. There are going to be bad breaks. And so just how you handle those, that's something that transitions from sport to sport. I mean, you're going to get to talk to Emma here in a little bit. She plays both. She understands, like, we have those moments and we have those frustrating times where it might be, a game, might be a whole, every at bat I take that game, or it might be one hole. But just, how we handle that and how we approach those things and come back from any sort of failure that we may have.
So for clarity's sake, for those that might not be aware, how many holes do you play in any given course?
Yeah, so it's normal. So for the high school, we play 18. Playoffs for girls is a little different. We'll play in regionals. We'll play 18. The boys will play 36. State tournament. The state tournament for the girls is 36 holes over 2 days, and the boys, I believe, do 54. 36 the first day and 18 the second. So, pretty much it's normal golf. It's nothing too out of the ordinary. So
that is a marathon, though. Even normal golf is a marathon.
We're out there from 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning until about 3 or 4 in the afternoon a lot of the times. I think we play a little longer than the boys do. It takes us a little while longer. But yeah, no, it's definitely it's a full day experience for sure.
Yeah, I've had the benefit of actually going out and catching a couple golf games competitions, whatever the correct word is. Excuse my terminology, if you will. But one thing that on the college level they note is that when it gets to the afternoon, it gets warm. And that plays much more of an impact than people realize. Can y'all expand on that with maybe a experience?
Sure. It gets warmer out, and even the wind yesterday, is a good example too. That wind will just beat you up, and after 3-4 hours of being in that, you get dehydrated. So we try to keep them hydrated and focused on what's ahead of them. But I think springtime in Oklahoma is just unique, and you never know what the day's going to bring. And so we just prepare and we practice in all those conditions as well. We practice in the wind. We practice when it's rainy, not thunderstorms, of course, but when we can, just to expose them to those different elements, but also to make sure that they understand how to stay hydrated and focused, and no matter what the elements are.
Yeah, I mean, he hit it pretty well. I think, like we said earlier, it's springtime in Oklahoma. We could start out at 45 degrees in the morning when we first tee off, and by the time we're on, hole 16, hole 17, it's 85, and everybody's trying to sweat to death. But yeah, the wind, it's Oklahoma, it's windy, but, you may be playing in the morning and the wind's blowing 25 miles out of the north, and you're like, well, this is not good. I'm hitting right into the wind, but don't worry, these last few holes I get to go the other way. Well, by the time we get to those other holes, now the wind's shifted, and now we're still hitting into the wind again. So yeah, just it's something that we're all used to. It's like not just our team, every team. I mean, it's Oklahoma. That's how you play. That's how you played since you started. So just deal with it as good as you can.
Very fair. Do you guys at least get golf carts to go around in, like at the very least?
Yeah, it'll be hard to. We carry I'm not sure about Coach. We carry a cooler, a nice chest, so we can give them water and everything. That would be kind of hard to carry around behind me the whole time.
I was about to say, surely you've got like someone designated to haul that around with you.
I think whoever shoots the worst score should have stayed behind them.
That's like a track. Whoever's the slowest time on one race has to go run the 4x4. Yeah, I got you there. Well, we've got a little bit more time left in this segment. We've got a lot of players here to get to. So just tell me a little bit about the players you have in attendance and what it means to you guys to have them playing.
So I brought don't shake your head no, I'm going to talk about you. I brought my one bag and my two bags. So that's my two normally the two best scores we have. Our one bag is Drew Jacobson. She's a senior. They're both seniors. Was a key component of last year's team. Both of them were of the runner-up finish. she's been really consistent for us. She's committed to Redlands to play golf there this next season. We have high hopes for her. She's the hardest thing for her. She's hardest on herself, So but she's very talented at it. She works very hard at it. As she won our conference championship as an individual this year. Had a week where she was shot 73 both tournaments that week. Was a Oklahoman golfer of the week or player of the week, whatever you want to call it. So just we have high hopes for her. We got regionals coming up next week, and both girls that we brought with us, I think, are more than qualified to qualify if we're not able to as a team. So, and then Emma Buxton is our other player here today for the girls. Also a senior, plays softball. She probably was very sad when she realized she has to deal with me twice a year now. But working a softball swing and working a golf swing they don't go well together, and she has managed to do that and do that well. I believe before the season started, she had never. I think 100 was your best score, right? Before, and now we've last tournament shot an 89. So not only broke into the double digits, even broke into the 80s. So both great leaders. Take care of the team, take care of the other girls for us. Like I said, there's a lot of inexperience to start this year, and they've been really good on top of things and making sure that the other girls, know what's going on and feel like they're appreciated and all that. So two really good girls, and hopefully they will be good on the microphone here in a few minutes.
Well, at least one of them has experience, right? Okay, she'll be fine. Coach Barrett.
We got Ethan Miller and Eli March here today, so two of our top 5 for the boys golf team, and we have quite a bench as well that is very, very competitive. On the boys' side, to be in that top 5, you got to be really consistent in what you do, and these two set themselves apart. They're really good, and they're consistent all the time in the tournaments that they've played in so far. Ethan is a senior, and he'll be graduating. He's signed with Southern Nazarene University, so he'll be playing golf across the street there next year. And Eli's a junior this year, so he'll be back next year. He also plays football, so I know him from there as well. But, these two boys, they put the work in a lot.
What's going on back here?
We got something
got
going
a water gun? Oh, that's that.
Senior assassin.
Yeah, senior assassin.
Okay.
There we go.
Very heartbreaking right now.
Oh,
You can't be doing that to my players.
crashed the show for it. We got to get a microphone over there and get those thoughts post-assassination.
Mattress
Yeah,
protector or something.
Yeah.
We need some help.
Coach was cracking up over here, so I had to look over and see what was going on.
We heard that door open. He comes through like, what's about to happen in here? Hey, coaches, thank you for sitting down and doing this with us. We'll get to the players after this. And, hey, if that's not a good promotion for the mattresses and the mattress toppers here, I don't know what is. Victory Mattress Outlet, our venue for today's show, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Suite 610. Call 405-510-6988. Speak to Jeremy and his crew that work out here. They can help you get your right mattress, your right pillow, furniture, all of it. And they've got chairs in as well, so they'll help you and hook you up well. We're going to go to commercial when we come back. Some players coming on for segment number 2 of the Golf Coaches Show live at Victory Mattress Outlet. Say aloha to your new favorite shaved ice and coffee shop, Aloha Shaved Ice. On the corner of Northwest 39th Expressway and Council. Aloha brings the summer vibes no matter what the weather looks like outside. Their year-round shaved ice means you get to enjoy classic flavors like grape, strawberry, and cotton candy, while their extensive selection of coffee complements that chill flavor perfectly. Looking for something different? Aloha has specialty drinks for days. Try the Banana Split, Fuzzy Monkey, Spider-Man, or Shrek. And trust us when we say that's only a small part of their specialty lineup. Sharp-eyed visitors may also notice Aloha's local support and drinks like the Bethany Broncos, SNU Crimson Storm, SCU Eagles, and Boomer Sooner. You can enjoy games like chess or Candyland while you dine in the cozy atmosphere or sit outside and find yourself whisked away to the shore. Kick back with all your friends at Aloha, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. Call 405-633-7778 and remember that you can take that sunshine with you thanks to their drive-thru lane. Aloha Shaved Ice and Coffee Shop, 8000 Northwest 39th Expressway. 405-633-7778. This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there.
Here at Integrity, we're more than just a name.
We can be reached directly at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatingandair.com. Remember, we offer free estimates and second opinions on HVAC, plumbing, and electrical.
We offer a lot of services all around the metro. We go within 130 miles. Today here we want to show you our trailer. Basically what we consider angioplasty for your home, just like you would with surgery. We go in and kind of can save the pre-existing lines no matter the condition. Any old cast iron, any Orangeburg, any clay pipe that's pre-existing inside or outside, we can go in and completely reline the inside of that pipe to make it like it's brand new.
We recently did a house. It was 70 to 80 feet of liner. We left the house how we got there. We didn't have to break nothing up.
We are now taking care of a secondary branch line that goes to a bathroom. With us doing this, it makes sure that you get many, many years of service out of your line, and we're able to do as good of a job as we can.
Integrity Services, new location, but same great service you've come to know and love. We can be reached at 405-833-5992. Give us a call.
Give us a call.
And we return here on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk for our segment number 2 of the Golf Coaches Show live at Victory Mattress Outlet right off of Northwest Expressway. Blake, your turn. Tell us a little bit about Victory Mattress.
Absolutely. Victory Mattress Outlet, located at 7101 Northwest Expressway, Suite 610. Never pay retail for top brands again. Give them a call at 405-510-6988.
Hey, great job. And yeah, we've been coming here to Victory Mattress forever. It feels like, I mean, I don't know a time we weren't coming to Victory Mattress Outlet. They've been a supporter of Bethany High School and the Gospel Station Sports and Talk for that long. Great people here, flexible payment options. Open 12 to 5 on Sunday and 11 to 6 Monday through Saturday, so you've got plenty of time to get in here and get yourself something nice. Mattresses, toppers, whole bed sets, furniture, they've got it all at Victory Mattress Outlet. So thanks so much to Jeremy and Victory Mattress Outlet for letting us come by and do this. 2 new players sitting down right here for segment number 2. And guys, take a look at this picture and tell us a little bit about it. Come on. Hey, congratulations.
Well, yesterday was kind of a weird day. It was really windy. I don't think, Eli, had you played there before?
No, I'd never played there before.
The course was in Perkins. It was Cimarron Trails. And going into it, we were kind of expecting to not perform as well as we did. And everybody on the team kind of had an off day except for me and him.
Yeah.
And Eli played out of his mind, and we were all in support of him in the playoff. And sadly, didn't go his way. The kid that he was in the playoff with on the first playoff hole skipped a ball across the water and got really lucky. Yeah.
Really?
Got
So
really lucky there. So
kind of sucks,
that was
but
rough.
we're here now, and we're just glad that yesterday went better than we thought we were going to play.
We got second place as a team. What, you shoot 30 or 70?
I think 5 over 77.
So 77, 70.
You shot 75, right?
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got second. He got fourth, and then our other 3 bags didn't shoot as good as we would have hoped. But we got second place as a team. We lost by 1 stroke. So.
Oh, that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get a guy skipping balls across the water, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Right? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't see that and do it twice. Like,
I know,
honestly,
you're telling me.
Yeah. Well, so we obviously talked about what you guys got going on tomorrow. From your point of views as players, how would you say this season has been for you so far?
I think that as players playing for Bethany, that we've done really good in some tournaments, and then other tournaments have just been very disappointing for a lot of us. At Winter Creek, it's a really, really hard track, but we all shot like 85 or 90, and that's just really not acceptable whenever we want to place in a okay top 10 finish, and I don't even think we got that. So
I mean, it happens. I mean, the coaches spoke on resilience and battling back from it, so everybody has them.
I think, from my perspective at least, it's been up and down, like Eli said, but scoring has been an issue for us. And yesterday we kind of had a breakthrough. I'm just hoping tomorrow holds the same thing. It's going to be a lot of we've put a lot of work into this, but it's going to be a lot more work to get to where we want to be. So I would say just scoring for us. Short game, like you mentioned earlier, is kind of the issue for some of us, given you said we think we work on short game the most. We really don't want to do that. It's the most boring part, but it's definitely where we need to work. And I think as a team, I think I'm the only senior. Well, Griffin's on the starting 5 too, but once we lose those two, I think we have a pretty good future with the people that we're leaving behind too. So
we knew what he meant. It's okay, Eli.
So it should be a pretty good rest of the season, and the goal is to qualify for state. For me as an individual, and hopefully the team gets to. I don't really know what our regional competition is this year, or even where exactly it's going to be. We think it's Lakeview in Ardmore, which isn't the easiest course. So I think just short game and focusing on scoring well as a team.
So, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. If you got an answer, go ahead.
I was just going to say, same.
Hey.
Same.
Yeah, that's an answer. What he said. We got a couple of those.
What that guy said, yeah.
Actually, you and the coaches have both now mentioned that it's a tough course to play. You know, something's difficult. What besides the conditions makes a course tough to play?
I would say pressure, 100%. Like when I was leading the conference tournament, or I tied for the lead, and it was the first big tournament that I was in the lead at, and I looked at the leaderboard on my 17th hole, and I got nervous. There was a lot of pressure, and I did not perform well. I don't want to talk about those last couple of holes, but I think putting pressure on yourself is a good thing in some situations, but in a tournament, it can really make you fold. So I think pressure for sure, conditions and pressure.
Yeah, like yesterday, the fairways of that golf course were so patchy and just gross. They were not good. So I mean that also affects everything. Even whenever we can pick and place balls and put them wherever we want to, but it's still rough playing off of like a goat track. So.
Yeah, I can believe that. Just coming from a baseball background, thinking about some bad outfields.
Yeah.
Grass gets rough. The greens are rough. Blake, if you have another question, I want to give you plenty of chances.
I can ask one real quick.
Go ahead.
So, like with those tougher courses, I on my best day, I'm a terrible scratch golfer. So I just wanted to ask, how do you like on those tougher courses, especially like winning everything? Whenever you maybe hit a bad shot or something like that, how do you get yourself mentally back on track? Because as Coach said, it's in between the ears mostly.
Yeah, as Coach B said, it's just in between the years. You know, you gotta just buckle down and just go hit another good shot and get yourself up and down on the green. So,
I would say like we're not guaranteed to hit good shots ever.
Yeah.
But most of the prep is done not just before you hit the shot, but a week, 2 weeks before you do. So not hitting bad shots on top of each other is kind of what we're working towards and avoiding. I would say when we do get down and hit a bad shot, or we're mentally down and we haven't hit a good shot in a while, just rebounding and getting in the right headspaces and breathing and slowing down. That's the biggest thing you can do for yourself, I would say. And it's really like cliche, just slow down, tempo, and breathe. That's really it.
Is that the trick, or do you have like a trick you go to calm yourself down?
I don't know. It's all a blur after, but I would say just breathing is the only thing I can think about in those pressure situations.
I mean, spoken like a real competitor. I don't remember anything. I was in the zone the whole time. I believe it. Well, Eli, I wanted to touch on this for a second. You also played football.
Yeah.
We know a little bit about that. What's it like coming from football over to golf?
It's a lot easier on your body. Not having to go tackle somebody, not going to have to go hit somebody. You're just swinging a golf club. That's all you're doing. Just having fun.
Does that relieve maybe some of that pressure, just knowing that it's a different thing? You get to do what you're doing?
I mean, I love to play golf, but I also love to play football. So it's the same thing for me. I love going to go compete, go have fun, playing a sport that I love to do. So
Now, we asked the coaches which one they liked better. They had a good response. Do you remember it? Because I'm going to ask you.
I don't think I do.
Or maybe I shouldn't ask him then, Coach. We've got still a few more minutes here, and then we'll let y'all get on your way. Tell us a little bit, one, about the other teammates you take the courses with, and two, about your coach that's sticking around.
I'll go. Okay, I'll go. I'll talk about the players first. You know, our top 5 bags have been a little in and out over the couple weeks that we've been playing. So our top 5 bags right now are Ethan, Griffin, me, Braylon, and Denver. So we've kind of filtered around the people that we need out in our top 5, but they're all great people. You know, some of them play basketball, some of them came from basketball, and just really put in the work on the golf course and make sure that we can go out and get second place like we just did at Perkins.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
I would say on the players, I have more fun with them than anybody else, honestly. Some of the bus rides, like yesterday, it was just chaos the whole time, but I have so much fun getting to mess around with them.
Chaos.
And Coach B has not just done a good job blending in with us, but like when we make a joke, he's always in on it, and he gets in on the joke and starts making the joke too, and it's just fun. Like it's just fun, and I think most of the work is done by the individual. Like Eli said, they're coming from basketball and they have to work on their golf game, and it's just them. But as a team, I would say most of the bonding happens when it's just us 5 and Coach, and we're just vibing, going
off.
crazy.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
It's a good time.
Coach B does seem like a very personable coach. I believe it. Well, actually, I've got time for one more question. Want to ask him one more?
Yeah. What? Let's kind of go into that. What are some of those bus rides like?
It's just.
I mean, we can keep PG.
That got a groan from Coach up there.
What makes it so chaotic and fun?
Bunch of yelling, bunch of telling
spilling
jokes.
Sweet tea is fun. Yesterday, I had a large Brahms sweet tea. I put it on the top rack over the seats, and my head hit the top rack at one point, and the straw went through the cup, and the sweet tea just starts raining on me, and it was crazy. I took Griffin's towel, and he's probably still mad at me for it. I took his towel and cleaned it up. It was so funny. Just random crap like that, and I don't. This is gonna sound really like 7-year-old. I don't know. Preschool funny. Braylon has the worst farts on earth, and it is so bad, and it's hilarious. So just random teenage boy funny stuff.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That was rough yesterday. I don't know if he ate Brahms or something. That was horrible.
On Earth. That's a high bar.
It's bad.
It's really okay.
Well, we won't have him out for these shows.
Yeah. No kidding. All right, guys. Well, we're up to our next commercial break here, halfway point of our show. Anything y'all want to say to the people watching, or maybe to the other players or your coach in attendance?
Good luck, Drew. You're going to need it.
Those are good parting words.
Very good.
All right, we're coming up on our next break halfway through this show. It's the Golf Coaches Show live at Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, Suite 610, right in the Rockwell Plaza shopping district. Great place, easy to get to, great people, as we've said a couple of times. Moving, buying, or selling, they're realtors as well, so they can help you get your stuff out or moved in, whatever you need. We'll be back after this next commercial, so don't go anywhere. It looks like the girls are coming on next. Well, ladies and gentlemen, spring is here. And when you need help with all your tools, lawnmowers, and more, Evans Hardware out here in Midwest City is the place to be. 1021 South Douglas Boulevard. In the springtime, lawnmower maintenance is more important than ever. In Evans Hardware, it's the place to go for all your lawnmower maintenance tools. They've got seat repair, they've got brand new handles, blade sharpeners, and cleaners, and of course new belts line the walls as well. Remember, when you need lawnmower maintenance, power tools, stuff for the garden, and everything in between, Evans Hardware in Midwest City, 1021 South Douglas Boulevard is the place to go. Do it best here at Evans Hardware.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods. At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month, and yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics at 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 utilizes cutting-edge technology and personalized treatment plans centered around your goals, your comfort, and your natural beauty. Experience a range of services from IV therapy, Sculptra, acne treatments, and much more. With state-of-the-art machines like the T-Shape 2, Eris Lunara offers non-invasive, proven, and natural solutions for healthier skin that will have you feeling exquisite and rejuvenated. Other services like platelet-rich plasma therapy and peptide therapy not only enhance your natural features, but promote recovery and health at all levels. Call 405-563-1255 or stop by 800 South Garth Brooks Boulevard, Suite 100 to find out about what Eris Lunara Med Spa and Aesthetics can do for you. Remember, call 405-563-1255 today.
Tanko Mechanical, Electrical, and Plumbing is a commercial and industrial contractor. They offer end-to-end client experience that includes seamless communication, budgeting, staffing, on-site organization, and it's solid quality handiwork every time. The past projects include both new construction and repairs and restoration. Occupied and fully operational job sites are never a problem. They can also plan, manage, and build multi-phase jobs. We are a turnkey plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and mechanical contractor. Tanko Company, give them a call at 405-255-7804. Again, that's 405-255-7804. Tanko.
We're back from break on the second half of our show, live from Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Suite 610 for segment number 3. Some of the girls on. Now for this one. Blake, tell us a little bit more about Victory Mattress Outlet.
Yes, we're at Victory Mattress Outlet at 7101 Northwest Expressway. They got all sorts of stuff, mattresses, adjustable bases, box frames, a bunch of cool stuff. Give them a call at 405-510-6988. Jeremy will help you out.
VictoryMattressOutlet.com. It's the place you got to go. They're also tagged in our Facebook Live video, so if you want to find their socials, you can do it that way as well. Well, one thing we didn't have the guys do is I actually forgot to have them introduce themselves, so if you would, introduce yourselves.
Okay, my name is Drew Jacobson. I'm a senior. I've gone to Bethany since first grade, and this is my 4th year doing golf.
My name's Emma Buxton. I'm also a senior, and this is also my 4th year playing golf.
Well, my question right out of the gate is, coming up in Bethany schools for so long, did you always know you wanted to play golf? Has this been a lifelong thing, or was it more of a recent decision?
No, I didn't even really know what golf was until freshman year. I mean, I knew what it was, but not like I wanted to play. I didn't even know that we had a team at Bethany, but it was one of those just kind of things like my friends were like, hey, we should play golf. And so I was like, okay. But I'm one of the only ones that stayed out of that friend group, so.
I think for me.
Microphone there? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for me, I never thought I would play golf ever. I mean, I'd done a couple other sports. I did volleyball. Thought I was going to finish that out. And I had a teacher, Coach Claiborne, and he was like, hey, I coach golf. You want to come? And a couple of my other friends, Emma being one of them, was like, hey, why don't we just all do this for fun? I never touched a club in my entire life. Like, I had no clue what I was doing. Maybe I'd played putt-putt maybe once. And then I was like, wait, I kind of like this. So worked hard, got some private coaching, and then now I'm here, and I love it.
You ended up sticking with it all 4 years?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, okay, let's talk about the putt-putt then a little bit. How are the putt-putt skills?
You know, they've gotten better. They weren't there freshman year, but hey, we've come a long way.
Yeah, still probably better than any of ours, right?
Probably.
Yeah. So.
You know, maybe that's my problem on the golf course. There's not a windmill going.
Well, in Oklahoma, might as well be, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yes, for sure.
All right, tell us about some of your recent competitions.
Want to go first? Okay. Well, I think last week we had 2 tournaments. Not very good for me. Not what I would call my best. I think one thing for me that I've had to look at through a positive lens is like when I have a bad round this year, it's a lot better than a bad round last year. So I think that's been one of my main things is like, hey, even if it's not where I want it to be, it's better than where it could have been, and I think that helps me to go like next year. Let's hope that next year my bad rounds are even better than my good rounds this year. So.
Emma?
Say last week was probably one of the best rounds that I've ever had in my entire life. Well, it actually was. And it's kind of like what Drew said, like every year I feel like it's progressed, and like my bad rounds have been 10 times better than the years before. And so just got to hope that it keeps going for next week and for regionals.
Now, one thing I got to say, guys, golf seems to have one of the best mindsets out of any sport. It seems like y'all can put a positive spin on anything.
Sometimes.
It depends on the day. I think golf is definitely, if you're talking about mental, I think it's definitely one of the hardest sports up there. I struggle with it. I have to find my own ways, and some tournaments are worse and some tournaments are better. Sometimes, I'll be super frustrated. I'm, like Coach Billy said, I'm pretty hard on myself. I definitely have high expectations for myself, and sometimes when I know what I'm capable of and I don't reach that, I get frustrated just like anyone would. And it definitely takes me some time to realize, like, hey, golf isn't life. It's very special to me, but it means nothing in 10 years, So that's definitely just what I have to look at is like, hey, I'm trying to do this for fun and have a good time. Enjoy it while I have it.
There you go. Good answer.
Yeah, I would definitely say, like, compared to softball and golf is definitely like the more mental side. Like, I feel like for golf it's like I hit one bad shot and that could potentially ruin my entire round. So you really have to work on picking yourself up after a shot and say, like, putting didn't go well. You really have to think about it, and you can definitely get better each round from the positive mindset, and a negative will just kill you and tear you down.
I do believe it. Kind of playing off of that here, do you guys have any tricks, any strategies to get back in the zone maybe after something goes wrong?
I think for me, one of the main things that I have to just remind myself of is just, being a scrambler. Like, if you hit a bad shot, think, you know what, I'm going to go hit this one as close as I can to the green, on the green, and I'm going to two-putt, I have to think of myself, what's the worst I can do here? Let's just try not to make a big number. Let's try to keep it, par at best, bogey at worst, let's try to keep it there. That doesn't always happen, There's some times where I could be playing my best round and, I'll get a triple on a hole and I'm like, well, had to have a bad hole at some point. Like, it's not always going to be just bright and clear. And I think one thing I have to think on, especially when I'm struggling and, sometimes you get out there and you're like, dude, I can't hit a ball. Like, I've lost the ability to play golf. Sometimes it feels like that. And one thing I definitely have to rely on is the Lord. I know that he helps me through more than I even know. So at the end of the day, it's the Lord that gets me through even the smallest of things.
Another good answer, honestly.
Thank you.
2 for 2 on those.
I will say one of the things that me and Drew do before almost every single tournament is we pray before our round.
Yeah.
And I feel like that definitely helps. It's like, center the round for the Lord, and that definitely helps, like, keep that positive mindset. And, you just really have to think, like, each stroke or each time that you hit the ball, like, it's in the past right after it happens. Like, you just can't bring it with you for every stroke.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now I understand why you guys are so good at putting positive spins on things based on your answer. I mean, it all makes sense now. Now, the last thing I want to touch on here, and then we'll move to a different topic, is, in softball, when a pitcher is struggling, we say it feels like they're on an island. That's pretty much golf the entire time, right? I mean, coming from one sport to the other, are there any strategies you take over, any lessons, anything like that?
I mean, Not really. Like, not really that I can think of off the top of my head, because, like, some people say, like, oh, like, does your golf swing mess with your softball swing, or does your softball swing mess with your golf swing? And, like, they're two completely different sports. So it's like, yeah, there's some things, like, whenever Blakely's, like, trying to help me, like, fix a golf swing, he'll, like, put it into softball terms. He's like, oh, you want to, like, try to hit a ground ball to second kind of thing. Like, so, like, it's like that, but it's completely different. So you try not to carry things over for each one, because it's just so different that you can't really do it.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I was actually going to kind of ask you about that. How long did that take you to adjust from the softball swing to the golf swing?
I still technically have it. I've
Well.
just learned how to play the slice. So
Fair.
the slice is really bad, but you just got to learn how to play it, and sometimes it does you good and sometimes it doesn't.
Fair enough. Yeah, I usually hit it straight that way, so
Yeah.
I can't really.
That's strategy. All right, going to the next level. Obviously, Redlands. It's a pretty nice place. Been out there a couple times. How excited are you to get to go out there and continue the career?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I think people would say there's a lot of pressure that comes with it, and I'm just trying to keep doing what I'm doing. I don't think there's any reason to overcomplicate it. You know, play in the summer, practice, grind, I like practice. I think honestly I like practice more than tournaments. I've always been a practice girl. I love to go out there, play rounds, try to spend hours putting. Sometimes it doesn't happen, and that shows. But I'm super excited. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for me, and I'm excited to see what it holds.
Yeah, now, not golf.
No,
And Coach
not
Blakely did
golf.
mention it earlier.
Yeah, I'm actually going to Mid-America Nazarene for softball. So leaving the tournament competitive golf side behind, but definitely want to keep playing, for fun. I mean, it's just a great thing. Like, golf is such a great sport to be able to play. So it's like not even like playing as a competitive level like Drew is for college, or just like this in high school, like just knowing how to play and being able to be like, hey, let's go play a fun round on a Saturday. Like, it's just so fun. So I'm excited to.
Actually, that brings up a question for me. So we've talked obviously about now the actual course, a little bit of putt-putt. I played Top Golf. Which out of the three of those, in your opinions, is probably the most fun? Just to go do casually on a random Saturday.
Like, on a random Saturday, I'd say playing. Just like playing 9 holes, or like, I mean, I do love some putt-putt. I'd say me and my sister do that a lot, and that's real fun. But I would say overall playing. I'm kind of like the only person that's played golf in my family. I mean, my grandpa played, and sometimes we'll go play together, and I love that. It's something that I get to do with him, and I kind of gotten my dad more into it. Like, just he knows more about the sport, and so he walks through it with me, and it's definitely pretty enjoyable, even to walk my sister through it, be like, yeah, this is what happens, and she's like, oh, that's cool. Like, it's something that I feel like I get to tell my family about that they don't really know about. It's something I've kind of figured out, like, oh, I like this for myself, like something new that I never knew I would like. So it's definitely something very unexpected that I enjoy.
Nice.
What was the question?
I went off on a rant, sorry.
I'm surprised it took this long for something like that to happen.
It happens.
Hey, well, you know what? We're actually running out of time, so I've got one more question for you, and we'll just move on there. Tell us a little bit about the girls you're going out there with and about your coach, and say whatever you want because he's not here.
I would definitely say that, like, these girls that we're playing with this year, like, have become some of my best friends. Like, just like the way that we laugh and have fun with each other. Me and Drew were talking about this today at practice. It's just like the chemistry that we have is just so good, and like we're able to laugh and have fun with each other, but still lock in and like play well and win tournaments like Drew is, and score well as a team. But yeah, they're so great, so amazing. And Blakely, he's pretty good. I mean, I like him. I've had him for a while, for 2 years for softball, and then this year for golf. So, yeah.
I think just like Emma said, our team is awesome. It's definitely a team that I had no clue was happening. I didn't know that these girls were going to come, and it was only going to be 5 of us, and I've enjoyed it so much more than I ever thought. I think you get to see, you get to see our 5-bag getting better, and it's like, dude, she's doing good. Like, that's awesome. Go her. I remember her first tournament. Like, it was just like mine. So I think I can definitely relate to seeing her, like, get better and get good, and that's so fun, and we laugh all the time, and that's our favorite thing to do is we laugh it up, because if we don't, we'll cry sometimes. So so it's okay. But Blakely, I adore him. He's been great for me. He's laid back, and I think that's what I need. I think sometimes, going to the next level, I put too much pressure on myself, thinking like, dude, I can't do this in college. I got to be better. And he's like, Drew, slow down. You're going to be fine. And that definitely helps me to rest, and he gives me confidence, and that's what I love to hear. So.
Awesome. Well, girls, we got to come up on our next commercial break. We've got 15 minutes after this. I don't know if y'all are going to stick around or if y'all got somewhere to be, but if you don't, feel free to come on for another one. We'll be happy to have you. For now, we got to go to another commercial break, so we're live at Victory Mattress Outlet. Never pay retail on top brands again. You keep that money under your mattress, and you sleep like a champ while you're doing it. 7101 Northwest Expressway, Suite 610. Call 405-510-6988. Come and check it out yourself. Awesome place right off of Expressway in the Rockwell Shopping Center. And thanks to All American Pizza for supporting us and bringing out the pizza for the team here. We very much appreciate that. All American Pizza is awesome. Thanks to Miss Crystal out there. We're back after break.
Grandview Windows and Doors is a proud sponsor of the Bethany Broncos and a part of the community serving all of Oklahoma City area with a mission to provide our customers exceptional window and door solutions. Locally owned and operated, Grandview Windows and Doors is your window and door specialist. Drop on by our showroom to get the latest color, styles, and special pricing just in time for the fall. Call 405-787-0230 and visit us on Facebook, Grandview Windows and Doors.
Stan's Plumbing is your locally owned, full-service, licensed, and bonded plumbing company, proudly serving the Oklahoma City Metro for over 30 years. Stan's provides all types of plumbing services like faucet and toilet repairs, sewer repair, and trenchless pipe replacement, water heater repair and installation, both tank and tankless, plus drain cleaning and jetting. All plumbers arrive with fully stocked trucks and can resolve your plumbing problems in a timely manner. Since 1988, Stan's Plumbing has held itself to a higher standard in plumbing. Call 405-721-5100 to schedule your appointment. Stan's Plumbing, Valley Service in a dirty business. 405-721-5100. When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Ship It Sooner at 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace is your packaging and shipping headquarters for Mustang and the surrounding area, using all major carriers. Sign up now for your private mailbox and enjoy the benefits a post office box does not offer. Faxing, printing, copies, notary service, and passport photos. Ship It Sooner is locally owned and operated. Call 405-256-6264 or go to shipitsooner.com.
Name brands and more for less at Victory Mattress Outlet. Welcome to Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway in Oklahoma City. Family owned and operated Victory Mattress Outlet has options for every budget, like quality 10-inch beds to high-end luxury mattresses fit for a king. You're the winner here. Shop pillows, protectors, bedroom sets, and more. And remember, the friendly people at Victory Mattress Outlet can help deliver, assemble, and set up your mattresses and furniture. Call 405-510-6988 and never pay retail price for top brands again. Victory Mattress Outlet, 7101 Northwest Expressway, 405-510-6988. That's 405-510-6988. Victory Mattress Outlet, where your best night's sleep costs less.
The parking lots are full because it's always a celebration at Chelito's Mexican Restaurant in Yukon at 1227 Garth Brooks Boulevard in the Chisholm Shopping Center. With a traditional flair of Mexican casual dining where your meal always begins with complimentary chips, cheese, and salsa. Then a lengthy menu selection from fajitas, tacos, enchiladas, fish tacos, and so much more. You don't have to be shy at Chelito's. Ask for our daily specials and finish your meal with our sopapilla or pick something from our dessert menu. Oklahomans have chosen Chelito's Mexican Restaurants in Yukon at 1227 Garth Brooks Boulevard in the Chisholm Shopping Center. Call 405-350-2006.
You don't have to look very far to find a dependable roofing contractor because Myers Roofing is committed to quality roofing systems, excellent customer service, and is all local right here in Bethany. Myers Roofing is licensed, insured, and all work is guaranteed. You can rely on Myers Roofing to take care of your next roofing project, and once you do, you'll understand why our customers keep coming back. Residential roofing, commercial roofing, specialty, tile, maintenance, and repair. Myers Roofing does it all. Call 405-787-7433. That's 405-787-7433. We return from break one final time here on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. Thanks so much to everybody who has been tuning in. Luke Young, Blake Vance, now at the end of our show at Victory Mattress Outlet. Blake's got some more info on them. Go ahead.
Yeah, at 7101 Northwest Expressway, Suite 610 in that Rockwell Shopping Center. Never pay retail on top brands again. Keep the money under your mattress. From quality 10-inch budget beds, perfect for kids, to high-end luxury mattresses. You can give them a call at 405-510-6988, or you can go to victorymattressoutlet.com.
And, of course, our food today was brought to us by All American Pizza in this same shopping district. And, I mean, we can't thank them enough either. When I went over there, I tell them, just how much the players enjoy getting some food out here. I mean, you wouldn't understand. You wouldn't think it'd be such a big deal, but it is. I mean, they walked in the door. We told them they had pizza, and they went, "Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I got food."
A couple
for
of them had a few slices.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. And All American Pizza is obviously really good pizza anyways.
I mean, to this day, my favorite flavor of food is free.
Yeah, no kidding. I believe All American Pizza is the same address, 7101 Northwest Expressway. If I'm not mistaken, their suite is 480, but I'd have to go back over and check. What I do know is that you can call 405-721-2900 or go to allamericanpizzaokc.com. Well, Blake, coming up on this final segment, I just kind of want to recap what we went through with this show. This is your first time meeting the golf team. What do you think of them?
It was my first time meeting the golf team. They were all really, really fun. Coach had a lot of fun with it. Blakely, he was cracking up over here watching the senior assassin, so that was a lot of fun. And yeah, the kiddos had a good time and told us some stories, so that was a great time.
Yeah, I mean, all the teams around Bethany are awesome. They're always great to come on and do these shows. And we were chatting with them even in that commercial break, still laughing with them about all this stuff. So
yeah, they were. I was going to ask during our interview, but I was asking Emma about the floaty. There we go.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of the word there, but I was asking her about the floaty. I guess it's protection for the senior assassin that they're all doing.
Which, don't ask us how
I had
works.
no idea how it works,
yeah.
But she just came in with a floaty, so I was kind of curious about it.
I guess we're officially older generation.
I've been yelling at clouds for the past 5 years.
I know what you mean. And coming up this week for us, obviously they've got a competition to go to tomorrow. We have a lot of baseball this weekend.
We do.
Tomorrow we have the senior night for Bethany baseball. It's against Western Heights, first pitch at 5 p.m. Friday, I'm going to be out at Southwestern Christian University doing a baseball game at noon. And then that evening we have Bethany baseball over at Putnam City Original. Third time these two teams meet this season. Bethany's currently up 2-0. On Saturday, the Gospel Station will be back out at SCU. They've got a doubleheader with senior night festivities of their own after the final game of the weekend. So there's a little bit of an update for what the Gospel Station is going on and doing this week. But, yeah, speaking on this show, man, we've still got to get baseball on for one. I'm looking at getting bowling on for one. We've got an esports team I'd like to get a hold of. There's still so many teams, and we never even got swimming. They're out of season now, but we didn't get a chance to get them. There are so many teams that we get to have on and do this stuff with. And when we say all of them are great, we mean it. All of them are great.
They all have a blast out here. We have a good time interviewing them, having them tell us just about the team and the season and everything. And, I mean, hopefully weather holds up for our senior night tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Which, based on what they said, I guess it's going to look all right. It's not sounding like it's near as bad as we were hoping or afraid it would be.
It was the storms were last night. I believe we're going to be in a tornado watch for the next 2 days.
We're in one right now. Yeah.
So hopefully the weather holds up for that, and I'm looking forward to the senior night. That's going to be a lot of fun.
It will be. I don't even know what all we're going to do for it. I mean, I guess we're going to have to go out there and get some special interviews or some special videos.
Have to.
We'll make something work. Oh, that reminds me. Also tomorrow, 3:30 p.m., brand new special track show live at their meet It'll last for an hour right before baseball. Do not miss it. We're going to have guests on, coaches, players, the whole shebang, talking about how their meet's going and having a great time. We invite you to tune into that one. It's right here on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. Blake, we've talked about it a couple of times. Did you run track?
I did track for a couple of years. I had a good time with it. I was mostly a jumper, so if that tells you anything, I was not fast like Baymax. I did have one time that I did a sprint and I barely won, so that's all that matters.
There you go,
I was in a relay, so I had 3 other really fast guys. They know who they are if they're watching.
Doesn't matter if you win by a whole second or a tenth of a second. Just matters that you won.
The gap was about that big, so it did not. I was gassed at the end of it. We'll just say that I was not doing well.
A little bit more news for you from Bethany High School. Women's basketball has announced their new head coach. It's going to be Mr. Chad Threlkill. He's got 6 Big 12 championships, 2 Final Four appearances. This year, he was the 6A District 2 Coach of the Year. In 25 and 24, he was the GMAC Coach of the Year. In 2001, he was the 6A Conference Coach of the Year. In 2000, he took his girls' team to be state runner-ups. In the year before, in 1999, he was the 6A state champion. To say that he brings a wealth of knowledge is the term they use is probably an understatement. Former OU women's assistant basketball coach, SNU graduate, the dude knows what he's doing.
He knows ball, as the kids say.
He knows ball.
I'm going to be really eager to see what he does this season.
Me too. I hope we get to meet him pretty soon. I would like to talk to the guy and pick his brain a little bit. But hey, he's stepping into big shoes, but it sounds like he's the right man for the job. And not, honestly, a long hiring process. It sounds like they
apparently not
knew who they were going for pretty quick.
It wasn't long after.
Hey, that's okay. That's pretty good, too. Well, either way, congratulations to Coach Chad Threlkill, and we eagerly await his first game as a Bethany Bronco coach, if you will. So we're running out of time here. Anything else you can think of?
Not off the top of my head.
Hey, me neither. So we got to wish everybody a great night. Stay safe with the storms coming in. Thanks again to Victory Mattress Outlet, Jeremy Powell and his folks out here that run this business. Let us come by and do these. Everything you see set up here, they help us do. Moving this table, getting that logo up on the screen. I mean, Jeremy helps us with all of it. I mean, my only job is the same as yours, is to talk to the kids. So they do all the rest. So it's great every time we come out here. 7101 Northwest Expressway, Suite 610. I mean, we can't give you more of a better personal anecdote right there than that. But
yeah, these mattresses are great. I've sat on a couple of them. They're pretty top notch. So.
Yeah, and Jeremy himself just came back from out of the states, out of country.
Yeah, he was. He was telling us about that a little bit.
He was doing some good work overseas. I mean, that's the kind of people you're working with here at Victory Mattress Outlet. The best around, locally owned and operated, with all those core values that the Gospel Station likes to put forward. So, and All-American Pizza brought us our food. We can't thank All-American enough as well. Small, medium, large, extra large, they do it all. They've got some nice salads. They've got some nice calzones, wide menu, constant deals, and a great flavor that can't be beat. Locations all around OKC. They're open until 9 o'clock p.m. tonight, so you got 3 hours to get in and get you some dinner. Thanks to All-American Pizza. All right, Blake, I think we're done here. Let's wish the people good night.
Good night. Stay safe and God bless.
God bless.